everybody, I am back, Blue Skittles YT, and today I'm going to be finally uploading again after so long. I know it's been a while. By the way, I just want to say my PNG will not be used for the rest of the video besides this introduction. But yeah, today I will be talking about my top 15 characters that I would like to see in Marvel Rivals. If you don't know, Marvel Rivals is a game coming out December 6th or 5th, I can't remember. And it is releasing on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Just in case you want to know, it is basically Overwatch, but Marvel. And yeah, I'm going to start making content about it just because of my love for Marvel. I will still be making Object Show content. Yeah, but let's stop the yapping and get into number 15. Alright, so number 15, I am not really a big fan of. I only chose him because I couldn't think of anybody else. And that is Vision. I don't really have a lot for Vision. He can fly around and shoot out of the Mind Stone. Yeah, he's a ranged character. Yeah, that's all I have.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
In the number 14 spot, it's another filler spot. We got Captain Marvel. Now, I actually have a lot more to say for Captain Marvel than Vision. She could fly. She could be a melee and a ranged character. She's probably would be one of the most OP characters because she is one of the most OP Marvel characters. That's all I actually have to say about her. Not a lot.
I am Steve.
All right, the first non-filler spot. Let's go. Anyways, number 13 is the only Blade. As we all know, there are no other Blades.
Been one blade. There's only ever gonna be one blade.
He just says it so well. I'm not crying. You're crying. Anyways, the reason I think Blade would be a perfect fit in this game is because, if I'm not mistaken, the game is about Dracula taking over New York City or something like that. And Blade fights vampires. And I just think he'd be so perfect. And he'd be fun to use, especially as like a sword character. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he used guns, so he could be a range and a melee. Mainly a melee, though. I feel like he'd be mainly a melee. And I just feel like he'd just fit into the game so well. So I do really hope that they bring Blade into the game. Number 12. You got Iron Man. You got Hulk. You got Captain America. You got Thor. Who is missing? Hawkeye. Hawkeye is one of the OG 6 Avengers in the MCU. I don't know if he is in the comics. I don't really read comics because I just can't. Like, I can read, guys. Like, I can read. I have ADHD, so I can't really sit and read a book. That's not the point. He definitely deserves a spot because he is one of the most iconic Marvel characters. And the reason I think he should be in it is, like I said, he's one of the OG 6. And I think it'd be fun to have him because he'd be really different because no one else really has a bow. We haven't seen anybody use a bow. So, yeah, again, I just think it'd be really cool to have him in the game. So, add Hawkeye. Number 11.
Yeah!
You have Star-Lord, you have Rocket Raccoon, you have Groot, and you have Mantis. Who is missing? My boy, the Invisible Drax. Why was Drax not in the game? I don't know. Why is Mantis in the game? Another good question. Drax would not be the most amazing fit for the theme of the game, but I think it'd be really fun to use him. He'd be a melee character, obviously, and he'd be using his daggers. His team up would obviously be with Star-Lord, Rocket, Groot, but mostly like Mantis. That would be like the main team up. So yeah, I don't have a lot to say about Drax. I think he'd be fun in the game. I wouldn't be sad if they didn't add him. I'd just be like, oh, what about Drax? Number 10.
The double chunk chocolate cookie.
There's Iron Man. There's Captain America. There's Thor. There's Hulk. There's Hawkeye. So what about the only girl in the OG6, Black Widow? I'm pretty sure Black Widow is supposed to be in the full game anyway. Some of the people here, I'm pretty sure, are like confirmed to be in the full game. But if they don't put Black Widow in the game, honestly, something's wrong. And they need to add her stat. I think she'd be better as a melee because she has those like electric stick things. I don't know the name of them. And then she also has the electric wrist thing. She could use normal guns. But I don't know. I don't really think anybody's been using normal guns. But Black Widow would fit in the game just so well because she's just Black Widow. So number 9. Honestly, I couldn't put Drax on the list without putting Gamora. Gamora definitely deserves a spot. She's one of the most iconic Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm really sad about her death. I really wish she didn't die, but what happens. I'm just yapping because I gotta make this video 10 minutes. Why do I have to do that? Because I want to. Anyways, Gamora would be probably a melee character, and I know I didn't talk about extra skin styles for other characters, but I think I really hope that Gamora would have an extra skin style for her What If variant because it's just such a clean outfit. And I would love to use that. I would probably use Gamora a lot. Not like as my main, but number 8, I guess. You know what, Skittles? We haven't really had enough X-Men on here. That's a good point. You know what we should do? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Add an X-Men character! Cyclops joins the game. Why did I sing that? Anyways, Cyclops would be perfect. He would be so fun to use, and I feel like he's not really in any games. Hashtag Fortnite release an X-Men. Why did I say Fortnite? Oh my god. Hashtag Marvel release an X-Men game. Anyways, Cyclops, he'd obviously be a ranged character with his pew-pew visor, and he'd just be overall a really fun character. He might even be my main if he was in the game. So, add Cyclops. Hey, Cyclops! When you led Med with peace, but you fed your inner beast, and my comrades will not die in vain. Remember them the next time that you dare. Choose not to spare.
Mr. Beast!
Now that we have Cyclops, why don't we take one of the most legendary X-Men ever and give you Wolverine? If Wolverine isn't in this game, that'll be a big surprise to me just because of how popular Wolverine is. Not even just in the X-Men franchise or Marvel franchise, but just in superheroes in general. He is one of the most popular superhero comic book heroes, I should say, because not really in the movies. So Wolverine is probably going to be in the game, and I will be very surprised if he's not. Number 6.
Costco, guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
Number 6 is actually one of my favorites, and since we have Bucky, since we have Steve Rogers, who's actually in the background right now, why not Falcon? Falcon, I feel like, would just be so cool to play as. Like, you got the wings, so you'd be able to fly around while just shooting everybody with overpowered SMGs. And it'd just be so fun, and one of the styles would be the Captain America style, one being the comic book, maybe even MCU styles. Yeah, he might actually make my full roster. Basically, around probably December 1st or so, I'm going to make a video saying, like, the full roster of if I made this roster. So basically, it'd be like 20 characters or so. So but that's not important right now. Yeah, number 5. Number 5, I believe he is one of the most underrated superheroes. He is one of my favorites. He's probably one of the most logical superheroes, and that's War Machine. War Machine would be a ranged-based character, and he would work basically pretty much the same as Iron Man, but without the unibeams and a lot more like turret-type stuff. And yeah, that's all I have for him. Number 4.
What the Sigma?
Alright, I did not expect this video to be so long, so thank you to all of you guys who are watching. If you are still watching, comment, Falcon for Marvel Rivals. Anyways, the person who is next is one of the most anticipated Marvel Rivals characters, and that is Deadpool. I do really want Deadpool in the game. The reason he's not higher is because I put him in the thumbnail as 3rd, and I didn't want to give away all of the thumbnail, or all of the video in the thumbnail. So he's in 4th. So, yeah, he'd be a ranged and melee character. And he would be a very funny character. He could, and for his, different styles, he could be like in the suit, his iconic Deadpool suit as normal. But, it's like themed around other superheroes like Iron Man, Captain America. That would be really funny, and yeah, that'd just fit him so well. And yeah.
Chat, is this real?
We are finally almost done. Trust me, this video has been... I actually spent a lot of time on this video as of now. And so much storage on my phone, I'll actually be shocked if I can get it out. Anyways, number 3. Number 3 is another character who I'm pretty sure is like confirmed to be in the game. And it's a member of the Fantastic Four, and it is Human Torch Johnny Storm. In my opinion, I think Human Torch is the best Fantastic Four, and I just feel like he's going to be a really fun player in the game. And if he doesn't be in the game, then I'm going to be really sad that he's not in the game. So let's try to get Johnny Storm in the game.
Fuck! And spit on that thing!
Number 2. Let me check my paper. Alright, number 2, I've made a video about him before. He is my favorite X-Men and my favorite character from Age of Ultron. I could be biased, but it is the one and only Speedster Quicksilver. I just realized that's exactly how I introduced him in my last video. Anyways, Quicksilver should be in the game. I'm pretty sure there's a teaser for him. If there is, you'll see it on the screen. But he'd be melee, and I don't think he'd have any range attacks, because I'm trying to think of something, I just couldn't. So, yeah. And his team up would be with Wanda Maximoff, because who else would it be? And Magneto. So, yeah. I'm just going to say this for the MCU. Bring back Quicksilver!
Oh, hello there!
We finally made it to number 1. If you're still watching this video, comment, bring back Quicksilver. Anyways, number 1, a character who I just really think would match this game so well. And that is the one and only Spider-Man villain, Electro! I'm just stalling at this point. I think I'm nervous about dying. That's a Deadpool reference. We'll see if we can get that on screen. Yeah, I couldn't find it. That sucks. Anyways, did I reveal? I think I said. Anyways, I'll say it again. Electro would fit in perfectly with this game. I think he'd be very similar to Storm. And when I say very similar, I mean almost the exact. But instead of having those quick little electric things, the da-da-da-da-da, he would just have the full blast like he did in No Way Home. He would be in his comic book variant, though. He would not be Jamie Foxx. That I know, it's sad. Yeah, I know. But yeah, that is my top 15 characters who I want to see in Marvel Rivals. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's the first one in a while. I spent so much time and work on this. Skittles, out. Peace.